The following program contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Ox After Dark, the late night great night show where Dean, the Dream Martin, Big Ol' Fern, Lane, the Legend Kramer, and John the Everyday Collector, myself, talk about our dreams, our lives, our trials, our tribulations, and more. Dean, how are we doing today?
Not too shabby. It's a pretty good day. Hung out with my family. I saw my oldest sister, and then I got to see my nephews, which was nice. And then I had Dad's mom and my other sister. So that was cool. Then I ran some errands, came home, and now I'm here hanging out with the boys.
There you go. There you go. Fern, how are we doing today?
Pretty good. Pretty good, not too shabby, like Dean said. My week has been like pretty uneventful, just going to work, and not the greatest, but not the worst. Kind of been dealing with a little bit of anxiety this past week, but it is what it is. I went to the doctor this past week for my monthly checkup. Making good progress on my health. She said everything's looking better. I'm on the right path. Slowly but surely, getting better. Just kind of been happy about that a little bit. But, other than that, not too much else happening.
There you go. Lane, how are we doing today?
Reasonably well. It's been a long week at work so far, and we're past the hump day, so that's positive. My most anticipated figure, as I mentioned on Monday, did arrive today, so I'm super happy. It is going to be a very long rest of the week, though, until next Monday. Otherwise, though, everything's been good. Just following kind of, what's going on in collecting space, kind of not get caught too much in the last week of what has been just, happening in the world in general. But, just enjoying the time I get to be kind of here online this past week, whether with the Ox Father himself or on Hot Toys Hotline, just getting to spend some time with you guys. So, it helps relax the nerves, and for the most part, just help the evening kind of be a nice cool down before whatever may be waiting for me the next day.
Well said. John, how are we doing today?
You
might be
muted.
on mute.
I muted my mic because I heard a buzzing. I thought it was me, but sorry about that. Just hanging out. Back to school's been a pain in the ass for the kids because you go back to school, everyone gets sick. So kiddo's been home sick, got the whole house sick. I'm still trying to push through a cold. Other than that, just hanging out. I'm excited to watch Alien after the show. I've been trying to grab some Pokemon drops. Surging Sparks at Costco was a nice little drop that I was able to get. Woke up at 8. They open at 9. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to make it. We made it.
There you go.
Good week.
Has there been a favorable update on the
J&D?
statue? Yeah.
So I don't know if I told you I got the third base.
Catwoman?
You got the third base. Yeah, there was like
And there was a
lot of
problem.
lines. Yeah.
Shout out to Chuck, by the way. Happy birthday, Chuck. Hope you're doing well, man.
Happy birthday, Chief Chuck.
So she had issues. The Catwoman base had issues, the third one. I messaged them, and they didn't respond for like 9 days. So I said, that's it. I'm going to do a PayPal claim. In the morning, I went to do a PayPal claim. They reached out to me and said they want to send me another base. But they said something along the lines of we'll send you another base, but that's it. If there's issues with it, we're not gonna help you, sort of thing. Hold on. They said exactly. As a final step, we're willing to share like pre-shipment photos, etc. But this says, however, since this will be a third replacement, we kindly ask that no further claims be made regarding this item after it has been approved and shipped. So the second I read that, I filed a PayPal claim.
Yeah, I would too. So what type of PayPal claim are you filing? Like for the full amount, or I guess it's been a while since I filed a PayPal claim. Do you put an amount that you want back,
No,
or
you just
is that
put
just to open the dialogue?
It's just to open the dialogue, pretty much.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to protect myself because I feel like they're dragging ass purposely. 8 days.
It's also
they
a time
took.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a time thing as well.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of having the same thing, kind of, because I'm supposed to be getting a replacement head sculpt for my Artisan Skywalker.
Don't get me wrong, they're
Dark Empire.
Artisan for Queen, yeah, different company. In art. Don't get me wrong, they're I don't know. I don't want to bury them, but the communication was good, but I only feel like the communication between them was good because I went and did what I did online. Sharing my thoughts.
Yeah, you like force their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it also
Bob
there's
Dylan.
a part. Wait, what?
Happy belated to Bob too, by the way.
Yeah, happy belated to Bob Dylan. I got an old home remedy for
Bob
John and Wells honey,
Dylan.
Werther's original, and Gabagool.
And a lot of gabagool.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he's still trying to get me to
Lots of
sell.
gabagool.
He's still trying to get me to sell him my She-Hulk. Usually once a
Also-
month he hits me.
Also, happy belated birthday to Quinn. Quinn
Yeah,
Aguirre.
That's
Quinn
right.
Aguirre.
That's right. Yeah. Aguirre.
Quinn.
Yeah. Quinn, my sweet Quinn.
Dang, everyone's birthdays.
Y'all's parents were freaks 9
I
months ago.
know. My birthday is in less than 2 weeks.
We'll make sure we forget that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're
Okay.
on Mexican time. You're a little
2
late.
weeks. God, right before
Oh my
Christmas.
God.
This week has been interesting. You know, just I don't really know how to feel about this week. We had the baseball event on Saturday. And like I knew the success that we had at the Labubu event was kind of like lightning in a bottle. Like, never would I ever think that we're going out there every weekend and making that kind of money. I just don't think that's like a realistic expectation for this endeavor. And I think my suspicions were founded. It was certainly much less busy, and I think as well the advertising for the event itself was much less. And like, to be clear, we made a lot of money. I think, to put it into Hot Toys terms, we made about 2 Hot Toys worth of money. And so that was, it was worth it. I think we learned a lot about vending, a lot about the things that we're big fans of, the things that we're not big fans of. How to deal with how to deal with customers that are a bit difficult. I don't think I ever want to do another event in the summer outside, even though it's kind of like early fall.
But yeah,
but it
you
was real
posted a
rough.
picture, and I was like, my bro was soaking wet.
Dude, I was dripping, bro. Well, I wasn't sweating. We had these cooling towels, and we were dunking them in ice water. So I was soaking, but I wasn't like soaking.
Nah.
Yeah, it was rough, man. It was not ideal for my fat ass.
That gooch.
But
was
it's
so
been
good.
an interesting week. I feel like there's a lot I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys want to talk about it.
As long as it doesn't involve Merlin, we're good.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so we had a canopy, Mr. Musashi. It was a 10 by 10, but I mean, I'm talking like, it's not like, we were vending at like surrounded by buildings. We were in like a parking lot basically. And so you're getting the heat from, the top and from the bottom reflecting off. And it was so hot, in fact, that some of the 3D prints started warping. And
Jesus,
You
that
know.
hot?
dude, it was that hot. It was like 101 that day. It was pretty bad.
That's wild.
And some things that I thought would do really well didn't sell at all, and some things that I didn't really think would do that well sold pretty well, and then some things that I kind of knew would sell well sold well. But yeah, thanks Bob for that super chat. It was an experience. It was our second event. The next day I went to another event just to check it out, and got some good information about signing up for that, which I think would be pretty cool. It's called like a trinket market, and it's pretty low key. Basically, just bring a table and you sit in a booth, and the patrons of that store just shop as they're playing Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, whatever they're playing. And so we think we might try something like that. We have a Pokemon trade day event at the end of the month, and then we're also going to think about, sort of everything that we want to hit for October and November and December. So I'm pretty excited about it. Practice went well with Vivi, and got to do some of that stuff. But yeah, is there anything we want to talk about before I like hard zag?
Did you watch
Curious-
Aliens episode yesterday?
I haven't, John. I will be honest. I fully intend to continue watching the show, but I have been
Lasso.
Ted Lasso, dude. That show's so good. I've been watching Ted Lasso so much, and
You have to watch the show Kids
Yes.
Kids Ruin Everything?
is it the same guy or the same people?
No, different people. Filmed here. You need to watch that,
Oh, yeah?
especially you. I think you'd appreciate that.
Really?
Having
Yeah.
kids, you really appreciate it. It's a good show.
Nice.
Did any of you guys go see the first Demon Slayer movie in the movie theaters this past weekend?
Apparently, that killed the box office.
Yeah, it made 70 million, like more than double Pokemon, the first movie, for the all-time like anime movie
That's when you
opening
know.
gross.
That's when you know it's the end of the world. And anime's taking over.
Yeah. Anyone else have anything they want to talk about today?
No.
All right. Well, everyone have a good.
Have a good night.
I'm just
15
kidding.
minutes.
I mean, I do want to talk about that Wolverine, but we don't talk
No,
figures here.
we're not talking
so-
about that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I do not want to talk
Ju-
about that.
Just be ready because it's coming next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could make fun of how long it's going to be, I guess, before Sideshow server crashes or something like that, maybe.
Dean, can you? I'm gonna send you a message on Facebook. Can you check it, please?
Or yeah.
How's the comic going? Do you need any more progress?
No, Chris has been real busy with work. Dude works like 4 different jobs, not including our little side endeavor. So he's been really, really
He's Canadian, so he has to.
What do you think, Dean?
being pulled in all different directions. But he did message me today that he's I think this week he's gonna knock out a few pages. So
Okay, that's good to hear.
I actually,
yeah, I'm excited to get back to work. But
I sold a bunch of my Pokemon cards a couple of days ago.
Why'd you do that? Did you do what you said you were gonna do? Just go and just get the first offer?
Not really, kinda, but not
Okay.
really. I didn't sell everything. I kept like a certain amount.
It's getting hot
And those
again.
pictures that I sent you guys on Facebook of the Mewtwo, the Mew, and the metal card, I am gonna get those graded.
I think you should, dude. Those are,
Why didn't I see this?
yeah, those are really good.
You did. You even replied to it.
Did I? A long
Yeah.
time ago then, not recently.
No, this was like 2 days ago. I think you even told me don't get them graded.
Damn, he was saboteur, bro.
No, I don't. Oh, wait. I'll tell you right now. Take it easy. If I'm giving you advice, I give you good advice.
But
Oh, I'm looking at them now. Yeah. Oh yeah,
I
100%
remember
you
how
should get upgraded right now.
remember
'Cause
how I even told you.
if those don't come back at 10,
I don't
you're
understand.
listen, if those don't come back at 10, you're shafted. That Mew is going places. That
I don't.
and-
I don't know. Sorry, I
What?
don't understand. That Mew is the promo that came in the 151,
Yup.
where it was like the metal promo. Why is that so? I don't understand. Why is that so expensive?
The pink Mew, it just promos are going real hot now. That Mew and that Mewtwo are going right now, but I wouldn't get them graded. You'll have success raw, unless you really think it's a 10. But if you come back a 9,
Yeah, if you get a 9, then you're basically
about it.
fucked, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a 9 151 Charizard, and it's what, like $500 now. But if you look at the 10, it's over 1,000,
well,
right?
You ever
But
want to crack it and regrade it, or no?
I'm thinking about that, but I'm not gonna do that yet. But for me, raw, I'm fine dealing with raw.
yeah, because I went to a card
what?
store. I went to a card store.
Cum store.
Card store.
Card.
The one that I sold my cards to. And they had a they
He
had a
said
150.
fucking cum store, didn't?
That's a different kind of story. Fucking, they had a 151 UPC that I've owned one, and I opened it here in the channel. It's 600. They were selling it for
Yeah.
$600. I was like, damn, I
You
shouldn't
can't
have
touch
opened mine.
151 now.
I shouldn't have opened mine.
I guess end of summer now. End of summer. Pivoted. Everything's going up again, and I mean everything.
I got
want-
mine for my UPC. I got it for 130
Never.
when I got it.
You want to make a little money? My next play. I've been listening to some channels. Prismatic.
Prismatic.
Prismatics has been printed to hell. Printed to hell. Everywhere. Box sets, everything. Sticker set, whatever the hell you want, they have it. They're still printing it. And
And that's what you're saying is the best one?
yeah, because that thing has maintained the price point or has gone up.
Yeah.
So when they stop printing, oh boy. Everyone's chasing the God Pack.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
How are you doing? What were you going to talk about?
I like to. I guess I'll give it. You know, if anyone doesn't want to talk about this, you know, you're welcome to step out. Dean and I were having a real interesting conversation yesterday, before the show, and it's kind of, I guess, a follow up on last week, all that craziness that happened. I think it's interesting what's been happening this week with everything. And I'm not really sure where I stand on it. And I think it's a pretty complex issue. Wait, what? Oh, Gen V season 2. I thought you said The Boys season. But I feel like freedom of speech, man, is one of those things that it's been a weird week for that this week in America. And, you know, I want to be clear where I stand on this, but I don't think that what happened last week was, I think that's awful. I think, you know, regardless of how much you disagree or agree with somebody, or I guess in this case disagree, I don't think that that's the answer at all. And it seems like historically, Dean, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like there's a certain side, you know, of the political aisle that, you know, would participate in cancel culture, right? Like, you know, if someone does something or says something online, you find their boss, you send them what they did, and you try to get them fired, or, you know, try to dox them or kind of ruin their life. And I think that's been disavowed by, I think, anyone that's a like moderate person, right? Like, that's probably too far. And I think it's kind of crazy this week that, you know, that this becomes such a big deal again, right? People that are saying, you know, which again, I don't agree with what people are saying, but saying stupid shit about
Heinous.
this assassination last week.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, you have the vice president calling for people to essentially be fired. You have our governor calling for students to be expelled. the same governor that signed, a pretty rock
Yeah.
solid freedom of speech on college campuses. It hit my alma mater, I believe it was yesterday, or the day before. This kid was kind of joking about the assassination, which again is heinous, is reprehensible, but I don't think that oversteps freedom of speech, right?
And I think you get
Right.
you got freedom
And
of
I
speech.
think,
Sorry. Okay.
yeah, because I think once you start to say that's reprehensible, that's disgusting. But Dean, we've mentioned this many times, but bigoted, hateful, hurtful speech, as bad as it is, and that has no place in society, is protected, right? That's kind of the whole thing, right? That's what makes this
Right.
If
country
it
so
doesn't
great.
imply, if it doesn't imply,
If it doesn't
direct
incite
threat,
violence,
or,
yeah,
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 or,
of course,
direct
and
threat.
that's the line that I will draw, right? Obviously, like some of these people that are being fired or losing their jobs, I don't know that they're really overstepping that boundary. And I understand that some companies have clauses like, hey, you know, even if you're not on the clock, like what you post represents the company. I think, I understand that, right? Because that's a company clause. But when you have the governor trying to go after students at a public university, when you have, I just don't think you can have it both ways. I think you have to say either they're allowed to have free speech despite some of it being incredibly offensive and reprehensible. And I mentioned this on my vlogs, but in Texas State, specifically at the exact location that the student got expelled for being, you would walk by, there'd be people with signs that say, women are property, your body, my choice,
What did the students say? Do you
like
know?
he was kind of,
He was-
wasn't saying, he was like kind of pretending that he was Charlie Kirk and like doing like
Oh,
this,
yeah.
like blood squirting out of his neck.
worse.
I heard about, yeah, I heard
Which,
about that.
again, is I wouldn't do that. I
Yeah.
don't think that that's appropriate. I don't think that's a good look.
And that's not even
However,
freedom
it's
of
like-
speech. That's freedom of action.
Well, I think in America that's kind of the same thing, right? You
I
can-
think I think you have freedom of speech, right? You have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of consequence.
100%.
right?
That's true.
So,
That's very
I,
true.
I can't go to work. I can't go to work and yell. I have freedom of speech here as well, but I can't go to work and yell racial slurs without expecting that I'm not going to lose my job.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And then in the context of some of the comments that I've read over the last week from people, yeah, I think the actions that have been taken are right. Personally,
There's having freedom of speech, but like with that particular example, there's also using your brain and not being stupid.
exactly.
And
It's attention. It's for attention.
It's rating
It's looking at the room and being
100%.
now. I'm very much on the side that I do think that if you're a little bit that for whatever reason, I think there are certain conservative elements of the population that have felt a little bit like they're on the defensive if they, get after people or they disagree with some whatever the stupid political point is going to be. And I think now though, you're kind of seeing them doing the same thing. Other people, some like they were talking about in chat, Jimmy Kimmel. Maybe bad timing for a joke, but also late night guys do jokes. Like that's part of the show. Now his joke was really bad. Don't get me I was like, ugh.
I guess I didn't hear the Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Jimmy
Like,
Kimmel's a
he
little
got
bit
fired.
different.
What did he
I'll,
say?
I'll tell you
What's
what
the
he
full-
said.
I'll pull the
I'll
clip.
read. No, I have it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't good. It was
Well,
not.
it
very
wasn't-
good,
It wasn't.
but it wasn't the worst.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't the worst, but with him, there's a little bit of drama there because, from
Yeah.
what I read, there's a little bit of a relationship. There was a deal apparently going on with the network and the FCC, one of the largest deals to make this network like one of the largest networks around, and the FCC says you need to pull the show to the network.
Well, what did he say though to lead to that?
He said, "Hold on, I had it here."
I would probably say if like these two examples we were talking about, what the kid did was kind of dumber.
It was dumb, but
Yeah.
also like again, if the university allows people to say hateful, hurtful stuff every single day, I don't
Yeah.
think you can then say, "Oh, well, that kid made a silly, goofy gesture, and he should be expelled," because there are students every day there that say hurtful, hateful, you know,
Yeah.
You
awful
got to
things.
you got to
And
pass equal punishment.
this is what he said, and you can fact check me. This is just something I read about the FCC and the network, but this is what he said live. Apparently, on Monday, he said the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
That's not that bad.
Not as bad as what we've been seeing, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah,
But-
honestly, that's not that bad, except all evidence to the contrary. It's like, what are you trying to?
Well, I mean, for just saying
you
something.
trying
What
to
do you mean,
say?
Dean?
I mean, this dude wasn't MAGA at all.
The one who
I'll be honest, I'm not
So
that
for-
into Charlie Kirk, so I don't know.
No, he's
I
talking
didn't know
about the
who he
shooter.
was.
No.
Shooter.
The shooter.
Oh,
He's
okay,
saying
sorry.
that
I
the
was like,
shooter
I
was
thought,
MAGA.
I thought he was pretty MAGA. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking
No.
about Charlie Kirk. I was like, well,
So
No, he was talking about the shooter,
the shooter. Okay.
No.
Kimmel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I can say I didn't know who the guy Charlie Kirk was. I had no idea who he was until I heard he was shot. Like I had no idea who he was at all. I would actually say for saying something where caused you to get fired, not on the same spectrum as Jimmy Kimmel, but there was a writer for a comic, Red Hood, who last week, the same
I saw
day
this,
as that happened,
Yeah.
Oh,
the
she
writer
was saying nasty shit though.
yeah, but I'm just saying for saying something that would get you, she called the guy Yahtzee thing, and then like put a comment of basically, I hope the bullet's okay. And had even said some. This person had posted a lot of kind of stuff
Yeah,
like that before.
she was over the
So,
top.
but like that kind of thing where you're doing that, especially exactly like the day it happened, I was like, I still have a hard time kind of with being able to express yourself. I just don't. This is just all social media stuff. I think that has allowed a lot of this to run like in society.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think people after clickbait, and getting views and stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah, and no
like-
filter.
no filters. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
but-
dignity. Like the guy's not even in the ground.
Yeah,
The guy's not even in the ground yet, and people. I don't know.
yeah, and it's
messy.
just- I would just say for comment stuff where I went, okay, I can kind of get why this person got there, even though they're just trying to touch your employment. That person, I kind of went like, okay, I kind of get it for this at this time, kind of thing. But yeah,
The one thing that I also don't understand is I think, with like the Colin Kaepernick stuff, it was, keep politics out of football. And then this weekend I saw a lot of articles from, because I wouldn't, Dean always calls me a typical liberal, but I follow pretty much all the major news Facebook pages, because I think Dean and I have talked about this. Like, you could have the same story on 5 different news outlets, and it's presented like completely differently on every single one of them. So I follow all of them. And on some of the more conservative ones, they were trying to point out which teams did a Charlie Kirk tribute, which ones didn't. And I'm just like, I just feel like the playbook of like, it just constantly changes. It's a constant like moving the goalposts. Like, they're trying to call out these teams and try to rile up the fans against them because they did or they didn't. And it's just exhausting. It's like, are we doing cancel culture? Or are we not doing cancel culture? Can we get politics in football? Are they not in football? Can we do religion in school? Can we not do religion in school? It's just like, everything is changing, man. It's just fucking, I don't know what to think anymore.
And it's changing at a pace we can't keep up with. That's the thing.
I know. It's fucking,
Yeah.
it's just a lot, man.
yep.
It's just a lot. There's just a lot that happened in our country this week. And I think a lot of it is really bad.
This
Obviously,
is-
there was some really beautiful.
Pedro's calling. Sorry.
Aaron says libs big mad because the cancel culture they helped create went towards them. TBH cancel culture should have never been a thing. I don't think it should have been a thing ever.
Yeah, no, completely
I
agree.
get Pedro's comment like in regards to like the school issues with the shootings and so forth, but I just find it's not just about one guy, it happening to one guy. It's about it happening to one guy in front of how many people on how many networks were covering it, where you can actually see all that taking place. It's I don't know.
Well, no, and it's just you had like those people in Minnesota, not like just over a month ago that, or maybe 2 months ago, who were shot and killed too. You know, politicians and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the entirety of this and of all of this. Just it. I mean, it shuts you down. It kind of shuts you down sometimes, just emotionally, because you can only see much. I mean, I think it ties into just how we hear everything 5 seconds after it happens. It's like not as serious as this, but when you hear somebody die, like whether it's celebrity you heard about new or whatever, I think because you get everything so fast and just you have no time to process anything anymore, for the most part, because there's always something within 24 hours or less getting your attention about something. You don't have time. Whatever. It just in your own life sometimes and stuff. I mean, you already have that, like, with kids and stuff like that, half the time you don't get to process stuff. But now even your technology throws stuff at you every second. You can't have any time just to stop and
It's
think.
definitely a scary time to be raising kids, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just don't know where we go from here. I think there were some beautiful. I didn't attend, but I saw the videos and the pictures. Some beautiful gatherings at different places. I think
Despite
the
all
services are this weekend, so that's
I think the good thing is, for all the bad stuff we do have to hear about, we do get to still see now, because we get to see some things where, like you're talking about, people come together. There still are some positive things and people interacting that you can still see happen. Unfortunately, sometimes it always just seems to take something really bad to have that happen, But that's human history as well.
I just think we need to globally, well, maybe not globally, but I think the judicial system just needs to be a little bit more stricter. Fear needs to be instilled back into.
It's not like Bane, bro.
Yeah.
Fear of the city. Fear of its citizens.
Yeah, a little more.
We do this for you.
Like I saw a guy do a little meme where it's like, oh, what did he say now? 10 years. Oh, forget it. I forgot it. I can't say it.
Well, I think where
Something about
we're
saving money and how it'll take you 20 years to save money, enough money to buy a house or something. But if you rob a bank, you'll be released in 10 years. So, some stupid thing like that. But just to see how people think.
But I think what it also just is part of is that even in spaces, like the channels are normally built around a lot, not like with killing, but negativity seems to pop up quite a bit, and it's almost like you're like that scene in The Perfect Storm where the guys are trying to go up the huge wave and you're trying to push the boat's engine to their max to not sink or get capsized, where you have to be trying to push against getting that. And so even in sometimes when you should be your quote, Happy Gilmore, happy space, you can be fighting that sometimes. However, there are a lot of times you get still, I think, good interactions with people and stuff like that too. Like just with you guys here, we're able to have positive interactions and everything. And even if it's only for a little while, for the most part, we get to have positive. I think we have pretty usual positive meeting with each other, or most of the times, guys in chat, we're able to,
My last point on this matter would be that it was a sad occurrence, but I think what we have to see now is what could be sad as well is how this will affect people and how they express their thoughts and opinions. Right? He
Yeah.
went off. He had a lot of thoughts and opinions that were, a lot of people would consider like what, like out of this world. Like, but he still went and did those college debates without bulletproof glass in front of him, without anything protecting him. He had a couple of guys there, security, but nothing that can stop what happened. To kind of symbolize that, hey, you live in a country that will allow you to share your thoughts and opinions respectfully, and you're protected. So I just don't want this to overall be looked at as silencing people from sharing their thoughts and feelings respectfully. I think that's where it becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
And so you bottle stuff up, and that usually leads to worse things.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said.
Why can't everybody just collect Pokemon cards and be happy?
Because because unfortunately there's too many rares and other stuff that you have to buy $2,000 worth of packs to be able to get.
Sure.
Or as you found out, even with the best company, they send you 3 broken things.
Yeah. That'll drive someone.
Although I will say, I think that Catwoman release, maybe for like issues with the production, one of maybe the worst I've ever seen from J&D. I mean, problems ever. Not you individually. I mean, just in general, people seem to have had a lot of problems with that.
I'll talk about it if you want
Yeah.
a little, but it's just if Zach wants to finalize everything that he was
Yeah.
talking about with this.
Yeah, thank you guys for indulging me.
No, like you're done with the topic. You don't want to talk
Yeah,
about
no,
it?
I felt like we touched them all.
Yeah. I just didn't
Lane
want to do
gave us one of his
a segue. Yeah,
famous
because
segues.
Charlie's like a segue. I wanted to.
Well, I felt like
Whiplash.
I felt like we had kind of hit the end.
Covered
of the road
everything.
there. So yeah.
We touched them all, as they say.
Yeah, J&D. Yeah, it's really sad because I was really looking forward to it, and this is my most anticipated piece since it went up for pre-order. Pre-order day one, live and everything. It's just sad to see because I thought they were progressing well, but you got to be careful with the Facebook groups and these companies because they don't share the poor experiences on the Facebook groups. So you don't see the issues. You got to go more into the forums, and I learned my lesson.
I think that's kind of crazy to me that they're like, this is your last shot. Like, I mean, it's not even like you're being unreasonable. At least just from what you've shared, I'll be honest, I haven't seen the full situation unfold in detail, but like that's kind of the whole point, right? Like they get you the statue that you ordered in the quality that you expect. I guess I don't understand
I told them
why that's so
compensate me
difficult.
a bit, compensate me fairly, and I'll try to get it taken care of. I have someone that could get it taken care of, which I don't think I should, but if I have to, I wouldn't do that paying retail. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But if I have to, they said
What would be a
more money.
favorable, I guess, like amount for you? Or do you
I wouldn't
wanna
take
not
less
say
than
that
$500
publicly?
US. I'll be
And the
honest.
statue was how much retail? Like I guess
I paid
shipped.
3,600 Canadian. I paid.
What's that like? You want like 20% back?
What did you get the double?
I got the single.
J&D.
Oh, Canadian.
Charlie.
Okay, yeah.
Canadian.
Sorry. Yeah.
3,600.
So what are you looking for? About 20% back, or what's
15,
what's
10,
500
15.
of 15%? That's not bad.
15%. Right?
When I had my statue damaged from Chronicle Collectibles, they offered about that much. I think it was probably closer to about 25% back.
And it was the fact
Yeah.
that he kept Oh, sorry. Go. And what
No,
happened?
it's just like it was either that they will pay for it to be sent back and then have their in-house artist repair it and then send it back. And then when I said that didn't work, they were thinking about having an artist come to my house because I think they used to be headquartered in Dallas, so it'd been like a 6-hour drive
Wow, that's crazy.
to then fix it. But then I was like, yeah, but like, can I just find a local artist to fix it myself? Like, I don't really want that seems like a lot of work, and they just gave me 20% back.
Mm.
Um,
Do you have
it
a
was like
Labuba
a
handy?
$200 refund. Do I? Of course
You
I
have
do.
a okay. No,
Of
just
course I do.
Yeah, he
Ash was
keeps that
asking.
motherfucking thing on him.
Yeah, I know. Ash was going. What the
I'm gonna
F is a
call Lane the
Labubu?
Segway King.
I know. I just saw him put it.
My
Okay,
Labubu
Ash.
actually,
with the
that is a
CW shirt.
Labubu.
How do you not know what a Labubu is?
Ash, don't even entertain this, okay? Those Labubus. I don't buy a Labubu and light it on fire live.
Please don't. I hope your statue gets broken.
Wow, it's already broken.
Just kidding.
It's
Wow.
JT already beat him to the punch.
Yeah.
So, do you want to recap the situation quickly from the beginning? You got your statue. You opened it.
Got
and
the
then start
statue.
from
It
there.
was probably the worst statue I've ever received. Condition wise from a company, bought from the direct. Glue issue, final coat issues, sticking to the material and the packaging. It was horrendous. I posted that live and shared the photos, which got backlash for that too. But regardless, the owner of the company reached out to me after the live and was helpful and will take care of you, this and that. Sent me a new one. The second Catwoman was in good condition, but the base had issues as well. Showed that live, reached out to him at that point and said, "Hey, I'm having issues with this Catwoman again, this base. What's going on?" At that point, he says, "We'll take care of you. I'll send you a new base." And also said, "Any future issues, please reach out to our customer service." So at that point, he's throwing me to the side and saying, "Reach out to customer service. Don't bother me anymore." Essentially, got the third base. The black rim around it was great, but then the snow was done half-ass. And that's where we are now. I sent them an email and waited 8 days to hear back. And I'm still waiting. So,
There's not that I think that you should have to do this, obviously.
don't even say it.
Well, they do make pre-made snow, like you basically it's just
yeah.
in a pot and you just. Is that something you would consider? Like if
Pre-made
you got a
snow?
refund? Yeah, Games Workshop. They I mean, it's like a little. You just get a paintbrush and it's paint, but it has like almost like a grit
Yeah,
mixed in, and when
I'll
it
look
dries,
into it.
yeah,
I
just
can
a
look into it.
suggestion.
Yeah, I appreciate
Just
it.
a
I'll look into
suggestion.
it, but not paying retail price, I won't.
No, for sure. I wouldn't.
Yeah, not paying retail price. Not on a piece
I
like
will
that.
not.
If you're telling me a hot toy that needs a little love, a less expensive piece, sure. When you're paying that
Yeah,
much,
sorry, Mr. Wasachi.
no way.
Yeah, I just tell you, your experience that you've had with that statue is what has been one reason that I haven't hit the trigger on a $4,000 statue from them.
What statue, Lane?
The dancer Harley Quinn platinum one, which is their second platinum, which is supposed to be their super duper expensive line.
I'll tell you this though. That whole myth of like that whole thing of you got to see G&D in person and this and that. Likeness wise,
Yeah,
I've collected hot toys. I've collected statues. Likeness wise, with my experience with that Catwoman, incredible.
yep,
Absolutely incredible.
concur. Just
they're
I've
able
had a
to
couple
capture.
of them.
They just have to, tweak up their QC and customer service a little bit. more.
Actually, wasn't it with you? I think when I unboxed both of my J&Ds back in the day,
I think so. The Catwoman.
Yeah. and the Harley Quinn original one.
Yeah.
Yeah, still have them. Still my favorite statues.
But I think they've come such a long way from those original pieces.
Yeah,
Such a long way.
I want to see them
The
finally.
Superman and the Indiana Jones.
Yeah, especially the Sean Connery. I really want to see him finally do. Is supposedly they're supposed to be doing a Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones.
Barboza or whatever. Oh, Davy Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and say I'd be excited to see what J&D shows next after all this. I think I need a
Well,
little
that's
break.
understandable.
Yeah.
Davy Jones, you're like, how much would you be sitting there thinking about his head tentacles would break or snap or something in transit?
Yeah, I just feel like their fit and finish is not the premium that I would expect, at least with this Catwoman experience. And I get that they blame the issue of weather. It was a weather issue. It was really hot overseas, mixed with a lot of rain. So there was a lot of humidity, and it was affecting the drying process of the paint. But guess what? That's not my fucking problem as a customer.
Yeah.
You got my money. We deliver the product. That's it. You don't have to do anything else but deliver the product.
But I will say though, this one seems to have had the most problems of any J&D. I mean, I follow them.
It was
just
rushed.
like do on a
Like,
regular-
if
yeah.
you remember, it was supposed to be released at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They decided to be smart and say, okay, let's collect the money now. We'll release it 4 months earlier. They should have just, if they knew there was pain issues, because I could guarantee you when they collected that money, they knew there were issues because it was like a month difference.
Yeah.
I paid in May. By June, mid-June, they were saying it's going to be delayed. So just
How
wait
did
till
you
the
go?
end. Wait to the
Yeah.
end.
I get no. I completely get why you're frustrated. There's for whenever you're waiting for something collectible otherwise, and especially a very expensive thing, or you're waiting a lot of times, sometimes years, and then you have that kind of issue. It just you can't help but get
I don't know.
grumbly.
If they came out and said, okay, well, said I went through PayPal more to protect myself. I don't want to give her up because she's beautiful. Prime Ones doesn't come close to it. Tweeter Heads, Iron Studios, for Michelle Pfeiffer, nothing comes close to this piece. But I'm not gonna keep a, a piece that I don't feel is valued. It doesn't bring the value that what I paid for it. I'm not gonna keep it just because the likeness is there, right? So we'll see what happens. But most important thing I want people to learn from this, if there's one thing you take away, please share your experiences with the community. Like whether you want to do it on a forum where you can use another name, but just because I posted this and the amount of comments I got from just pure stupidity, YouTubers and all, blew me away. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But enough about me. We have to petition to get that bat missile back. I want that bat missile.
You're not making the bad missile, bro.
Please, I want that bat missile.
The bat dong.
I don't know if you guys talked about it yesterday. I didn't get the two. That that 1/12 Batwing. Oh, fucks, man. That's tempting.
Damn, we actually missed that completely.
Did you? Okay, that
We got it on the
Batwing
show sheet.
is tempting. I wanted to talk about it Friday too. I didn't.
Who's
That's
making
pretty.
that?
Jazz Inc.
Jazz Inc. Looks good, man.
Oh man.
The other one was massive, like, and obviously that's just how big it is, but this one looks like it'll display really nicely.
And it's pretty affordable. $395 for that's for the-
$395, dude, that's pretty good.
That's for the deluxe too, with the Batman and the stand.
Wait, hang on, let's pull it up real quick.
Yes, JB.
That's not bad at
I want the
all.
bat missile back. I will put money down today if they brought that back.
Did you put money back then?
No, because I thought it was
Got
just
him.
going to come out.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be a release. I had
Part of
time.
the problem. Let's see, where did they? Is it just? I saw pictures. I don't know where the pictures
I
are.
think it was on Jazzing's Facebook group.
Is it a Kickstarter?
Something like that.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
think they're trying to get people behind the project. I haven't followed it 100%, but
Does anyone know where the post is for this? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
No, I found it.
You got it.
I was like, I know I saw actual photos. All right, so this is the 1/12. I fucking love this stand,
Yeah.
bro. And I believe,
That looks very nice.
I guess I don't know what back the build is, but I guess that's the Kickstarter.
That's a Kickstarter they did.
I like the angle though. That's cool.
You like the angle?
I think so. We kind of talked about this on the show yesterday, but like for a prop like this that you're gonna put up high,
Yeah, you see it all.
this is probably the way you'd put it. Because if you think about it, you put it like, let's say, on top of a DTOF, it's going to be flying at you, which I think is great. If it was angled, level to the horizon or up, I don't know, I did that for up, but for up, you would just see the underside. You wouldn't see the cockpit. You wouldn't see the Batman.
I think as an exclusive for the top 100 backers, he should do the balloons from the parade.
This looks really good, man.
Makes me want to get the larger one too, man. Damn.
The big one's fucking massive, dude.
I have a guy here selling one 4K.
So, set one is the Batmobile, Batwing. Light up features, moving flaps, optional scissors, Gatling gun, and World DC powered after $319. with the Flight Stand 345 with
Light Stand and
what?
Batman.
Oh, that's weird. Set 3 is not with the Flight Stand but with Batman. And then for both you get the Flight Stand and Batman. That's a weird way to do that.
Oh, huge congrats, Mr. Musashi. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that everything all in is like $395, which is not bad at all.
Pedro says he'll sell you the Batwing for $5K.
Funny. 4K Canadian.
I own the. I can't even imagine how big the Batwing is because the Batmobile that I have, I mean, it's probably close to 40 inches long, and I've seen people that hold the thing, and it's like fucking two dudes. It's like me and Dean could hold it, and you wouldn't even be able to see us behind it. The thing is huge.
Really disappointed in Hot Toys though, because they had teased that they were doing a 1/12 as well, and
Oops, sorry, I showed my French chat.
they were teasing they were doing a 1/12 as well, and we never heard back from them. So
For who?
Hot Toys, right? Hot Toys had said they were doing a 1/12 Batwing. Showed a tease.
Did they?
Yeah, they showed a tease. A while
You're talking
back.
about the Bat or Batwing from 1989?
1989.
Or 92?
Batwing.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I've seen that bat before. I think it's awesome.
That bat's too good too, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need a Batwing. That's without saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'd be more comfortable buying from Hot Toys, I'll be honest, but
Yeah. Y'all ever just... I guess I don't think John has TikTok, but do you ever go on TikTok and just fucking giggle for like 3
I have
hours?
TikTok. What's the matter with you?
You have TikTok? Dude, I've been fucking dying. Dude, I've been watching some funny shit on TikTok.
That's how I do my shorts. I edit on TikTok.
Yeah, dude, TikTok's good for that.
I know, it's really good.
It's
The only
like
problem is you have to
auto-
post it before you...
You could post it just to yourself, though. You could do only me, and then it'll...
Oh, really? I usually
Yeah.
post it and just delete it right away.
right? You're like, I don't want people to see this shit. I don't want to see people see this J&D
Yeah.
fucking base.
But we can't
man,
make
I
money
just
off
be
of it like you
giggling,
guys can.
bro.
You guys can
I
make
just be giggling.
cash.
Wait, for what? I don't make TikTok money.
You can make money on TikTok. Apparently it's
I
very
can't.
popular, actually.
I it's tough because I know a lot of YouTubers have done the TikTok, and I think I'd like to do that at some point. But I kind of like just having a social media that's not related to the channel where I can just fuck around and
Yeah, 100%.
have fun.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to just be a random person on the internet.
It's also
Dude,
a ton of work.
there's this one 6 skill collector on TikTok. He's pretty big on TikTok. I'm not gonna say any names. 'Cause I don't like him.
Jesus
All he
Christ.
does is
Now-
just post clickbait stuff. And it's
Can you
like,
put in private chat?
Oh, I know
well,
that guy.
I would
Bob's
have to I would have
Collector.
to find
No,
his
I'm kidding.
name, but
I don't know his name.
but he recently started making YouTube videos now, and he does the same fucking thing, nothing but fucking clickbait shit, and like, I'm like, this guy is fucking.
Hey.
Do you guys
the
know that
private chat,
guy?
bitch.
Do you guys know that guy
Don't
Figure
hit the
Hideout?
player, hit the game.
Wait, what did you say,
Yeah,
John?
his
Do you
videos
know
are
that
amazing.
YouTuber Figure Hideout? His videos, how awesome they are. He got picked up by J&D, which was flipping good for him.
Yeah.
Hey, John, you should check out XM posted something up.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover that Friday.
Mm.
I think that's gonna be crazy too. If that's a pre-order, they're crazy.
It says pre-order available.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Jimmy just posted up. It was thing they were teasing for the 18th and Optimus Prime thing.
Wait,
Oh,
what? Hang on.
I didn't
Wait,
One
get that
piece.
far.
wait, hang on. Looked up the Instagram page you talked about and didn't realize it was a Latina model. What are you talking about, bro?
Oh shit, that does.
Who is this Latina, bro? Mr. Massage, you gotta clarify that, my guy. Because you might have been on the wrong page, brother. I need this clarified immediately, Mr. Musashi.
What Latinas are you looking at, Zach?
I
I know,
saw
I'm
it.
like, dude, let me subscribe,
fine.
bro. Were you talking about? Hang on, Mr. Musashi. We're talking about cha-cha covers, my guy. Answer me, bro. Answer me, bro. Because this is. Oh, hang on. Let me get off my burner. Let's see. Wait, hang on. There's a baddie.
You're-
Sorry.
You ever just
Drop
go
the
on
Insta.
TikTok and
That'd be fucking
Crank
around on
it.
TikTok. Who hasn't? Look, this is the Instagram that I talked about yesterday. Cha Cha covers, my guy. She just does like Labubu shirts. I don't. Yeah, Mr. Musashi, you might have been on some nasty site, my guy. I don't know what.
he
First
went
off,
to
I don't follow.
Chi-Chi covers.
Dude, he probably went to Chi Chi covers. Dude. Hang on. Chi Chi covers, dude. Jesus Christ.
It's another name for a bra.
Yeah, we need to know, Mr. Musashi. You got to get that shit back, bro. Look, if you know me, I don't follow Latino models on Instagram. I follow e-girls on Instagram, right? Let's be clear. Let's. Well, okay, Mr. Musashi, that's on you, brother. You typed that shit in incorrectly, bro. There's no way that's on me. Yeah, no, she's great. Her and her daughter, I met them at the Labubu event, and it was funny. They were setting up their stuff, and it kept falling, and I was like, oh, I have some 3D printed Labubu stands, and I was like, just grab 2 of them, and they were so sweet because after the show they brought them back, and I was like, oh no, like I meant you guys could just keep them because if you're setting up every weekend this type of stuff, good to have. They were sweethearts though, absolute sweethearts. And then I'm working on a bunch of stuff for them, and they might want to consign some of my stuff as well, so they're really cool. But yeah, I think we're rounding the bases here, boys. Any last topic before we touch them all tonight?
Live, laugh, and be happy.
Wow.
And collect responsibly. There.
Make bad choices.
And no labubus.
What the hell? What is with you guys hating Labubu?
Those little demon things.
It's just a popular thing to do.
Don't let
It's like hating
Mania
Nickelback.
run over you.
Like,
What's wrong with Nickelback? That Hero song was amazing. And Manny will agree with me.
I don't know, it was just like the popular thing to do.
back
is
then.
hate
Yeah, I know.
Nickelback.
You're not wrong though.
Yeah, Mr. Musashi, message me that Insta, bro.
Or
'Cause I
like-
need to follow it.
Or like shit on Guy Fieri for no reason.
Wow. Diners, drive-ins, and dives is pretty fucking terrible.
What? Just to wake up in the morning and eat my breakfast to that show.
Yeah, we can tell. Just kidding.
Whoa, that's fucked up.
Coming from
That's a
fucking.
mean thing to say.
Not
That is
exactly there.
Okay,
Oh my
John. Both of
goodness.
us have the same amount of
Yeah?
neck, my guy.
This has muscle here. That's just flab.
Well, I feel like we've had this
That's a
exact
lot of
conversation.
gabagool.
I got fucking
Over here.
I got nostalgia from that little back and forth, John. I feel like we've had this verbatim exact conversation. Next week segment about the site Mr. Musashi actually went to. Yeah, now I need to know, bro. I need to know this fucking website.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Pedro
my gosh.
says Labubu the movie incoming.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if they can hit something like that K-pop Demon Hunters, man.
We lost Zach.
Okay, I added pack the
Oh
package.
my gosh, Jesus Christ.
Well.
I have to mail something tomorrow. What I know is that I just saw ass. Bro, find that Instagram, bro. Now we need to know. Now we need to know, bro. I bet he followed it too. Yo, go watch Ted Lasso if you haven't. It's a good show, man. I'm on season 3. I swear to God, I'm gonna just watch the
Swear to
stream
God.
from yesterday to find out, bro. Please do. Wait, I don't understand. Can someone explain this to me? You might get a comment on the stream with someone complaining. Someone else mentioned this to me today, but I feel like I haven't seen this comment that everyone's saying. Who complained? What was the complaint? Badfish said it too, and I was so confused.
Everybody.
Oh yeah,
everybody-
because like Eddie called something gay.
This was
They're,
last
like,
week that this happened?
using maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't really remember.
Oh, I see the comment. I was so confused. Oh, there's 3 thumbs up on it. Huh. Well, now I feel bad. I didn't see that comment. I don't know what we should say to that. I'll be honest, I don't have tact.
Just be like, shut up, you gay. Sorry.
No, stop. What the
I'm
hell?
just kidding.
Still alive, you idiot.
That's a terrible joke. I mean, it's funny.
I mean, I guess I don't know. How do we respond to that? Were they fine?
You just
No.
don't.
I was say, were they fine with the R word or?
I mean, they only said the G word, which is,
I mean, should we read the comment? I guess.
Mm.
Would that be?
if you want to.
Well, what do you
It's
think?
After Dark, homies.
Okay, so they said, I hate having to come on here to make a negative comment as I love this stream and its offerings. With that said, however, I have to say that this week's stream and its use of the word gay as a descriptor for something that somebody perceives as negative is the kind of casual throwaway homophobia that really excludes people like myself from spaces. I'm sure I'm not the only one that gets upset hearing racial microaggressions, covert ableism, and nonchalant homophobia in every stream. I don't understand how these things can't seem to be left outside. It's as if it's been ingrained into the makeup of the show now. Yeah, sure, joking is fun, but when have these things ever been funny? Huh. I don't really know what to say to that.
I mean,
I feel like,
to be fair, one, it's usually just Eddie, and two, it's not like we make a habit of doing any of that stuff. So I don't know why it gets ingrained into the stream, but I don't know what the hell.
Manny says I agree with the statement. Okay. I will say, I think that no one is...
And also, like,
Well,
we
hang
fucking
on.
make fun of
I don't
everybody.
think I don't think Eddie
all
would
the
meet.
time.
I don't.
I
Don't
I
fucking
will
say
say,
Jew
I think it's like
jokes
off
at
the
me all
cuff.
time.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
even
he-
Jewish.
I am the
doesn't-
least racist person you will ever meet. I will say that.
I don't think Eddie means any harm by it, but I can see how someone can take offense to it,
Perceive
especially
it
on
that
a
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Eddie, I remember the time we always joked around and stuff, but we're living in a. I just think it's a time where there has to be a little bit more sensitivity when it comes to certain. I don't know. We joke around. I remember the days we used to joke around and stuff, but clearly it's.
Well, I mean, I think the thing also is like enough people think about it enough that there's like 4 thumbs up on it. Which I don't know if someone thumbs it down if it drops to 3. I'm actually not quite sure how that works.
I
But
don't
it's
know
weird.
how
I
to
haven't
count
seen.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at these comments and I haven't seen any of these comments. I feel like the app, and I think that was an error that they said in the app that comments weren't showing up. Let me see. There was a message the other day that said something like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think, like, honestly, if you see something and you're like, I don't like that, and, you know, Eddie's like, oh, that's gay. That's not like, I don't know. It has nothing to do with gay people. You know what I mean?
What?
I mean, Manny
Like, it's
says
not
he
coming
agrees, and
from,
Manny is like
like,
a good guy that listens all the time. If it makes
Yeah.
Manny feel uncomfortable, I'd feel bad.
I like Manny.
I mean, and if it makes this person feel uncomfortable as well, I'd feel bad. I guess I feel bad. I feel like we've done bad, you know. We didn't do good.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, I don't know.
I think sometimes we have fun.
I just
and
feel
I think
like-
we have a little bit too much fun.
I
you
think
know?
we've maybe, but again, like we make fun of everybody equal, and again, we're not even making fun of a gay person. He's just using it as a descriptor. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think if
Yeah.
you just start like telling people what they can and can't say,
Freedom of speech.
I
Just
don't know.
kidding.
Freedom.
I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean,
We'll take it into the coffers and we'll
and
kinda-
again, it's like what, one episode? How many episodes have we done? What, almost 400. It's not like we make a habit out of doing that.
Yeah.
Was it on an
Sorry,
After
to be
Dark
clear,
or was
no,
it?
this was not on an
Yeah.
After Dark. This was on the regular show. I guess I have to hear the context of.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think if it's the show I think it was, I think we were playing it pretty loose with the G's. But you know,
I don't remember.
yeah, I'd have to go back and look. Well, I appreciate the commenter for bringing that to our attention. Even with the Latino jokes y'all making, I'm Latino. Yeah, we'll think.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
I
all
don't say we'll think
Latino.
about it, but we'll
Except
look
John.
into
Not
it.
everybody.
Lane's Latino. He's honorary. That's what the L
Well,
stands.
John's
for.
I'm
a
part of
European
Latinos. You saw
Latino.
those tacos. Those were pretty good tacos, man.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that stream. That's like okay. So I guess I'll say it matters more to me if someone's upset on the main show than if they're upset on After Dark, because I do feel like After Dark is like there's the disclaimer. It's a late night show. I'd be a little more like we have difficult conversations on After Dark, like
Like this one.
depression, death of my sons, you know, fucking anxiety. We have some tough Charlie Kirk thing last week. I mean that's a
Fern.
difficult discussion to have live.
Fern wearing the wrong pants.
Fern breaking his chair.
But
and
I
then
will say
another
this,
chair.
The chair we bought him?
I will say this: you guys have been.
No. The he broke. Remember, he sawed the whole thing off.
You
And then
made
we
a
had to buy
boomerang.
him.
Oh, that's right.
I think you were a lot worse before, but it's not worse. It's Collecting Weekly has always had a little spice to the show, and I would never say you guys to lose the spice, because the camaraderie between the panel members is what makes the show. And sometimes the kicking back and relaxing and making, make a few jokes here and there. It's how it is. When I was there, I always felt it was like the Howard Stern of collecting shows.
That's what Danny says.
It's for some people. It's not for some people. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to sound like a heartless comment, but it's just. I don't know. I'll shut up.
This is a good comment from Jordan. The problem, some of these words were heavily ingrained during middle school and high school to describe things as stupid or something you don't like, kind of gets stuck with you, and you have to remind yourself that it is wrong, and you have to adapt and grow with the times. James Bond says, "Do you need to act that way? It's immature." I don't think I'd ever describe myself as mature, but I do agree. I will say there's a lot of words though that were very commonly thrown around when we were younger that I choose not to use, that I think, and I think some of them, have just kind of, I don't say made a resurgence, but it's kind of become a bit less taboo. I don't know. I think we all gotta think about it. But I think we had a good show tonight. I think we touched them all. I think we broached some difficult subjects. And I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate you guys for staying up late and chatting with us, and appreciate the commenters as well, especially those that point out our things we can do better. I think that's not something we should ever forget. Love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
Peace.
Later.